Hey everyone, I'm back, and today I'm going to be talking about Split, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Now, this movie is about three girls who get kidnapped by this one guy who has 23 identities living inside his head, and the 24th is about to be unleashed, but the fact is that he kidnaps these three girls, and they're living in some place that you're not really sure where it is until the end of the film, but they're just trying to do whatever they can to escape. And he's just keeping them locked down in this place, and no one really knows what's going on. But this movie does know what it should be. Overall, this movie was decent. I don't think it's a great movie, but keep in mind I've not seen any M. Night Shyamalan movies, so it's impossible for me to compare Split to his previous films, so I'm going to compare Split as a standalone film. As a standalone film, Split does hold up pretty well, and we'll start with the performances. First off, James McAvoy is fantastic in this movie. I can't see anyone else playing this character. He was great. I do want to see more movies with him, and I think this movie is going to allow him to do that, because the fact that he was able to portray so many different characters in this movie, or personalities, fantastic. I want to see more, and I think we're going to get more. Let's just wait for it to happen. This movie also stars Anya Taylor-Joy. You may know her from The Witch that I reviewed before, and she's really, really good in this movie, as she was in The Witch. And that, I think, are the two major strong points that are holding the movie up, are the two main performances. And also, this movie does take a while for it to get going, because as the movie starts, as it opens up, you're just waiting for it to happen, and you just kind of see a plot hole after plot hole after plot hole as it starts. But once you get into the meat of the film, after these girls get kidnapped, then you don't really see the plot holes anymore. The first 3 minutes of the movie is where the plot holes I was talking about are present, but once you get past that, the movie it does pick up very well. And the last 5-10 minutes or so are great, very suspenseful, and very horrifying. It puts you on the edge of your seat, and I can't think of anything else that would be better. Some pretty intense stuff happens, but that's besides the point. Other than that, though, this movie gives you what you're expecting, but you might walk out slightly disappointed if you haven't seen any of his films. Also, the plot twist in this movie, I know there's a plot. If you don't know about M. Night Shyamalan, then here it is. He's known for having plot twists in his movies, and I didn't really get it at first, so I had to look it up to see why a certain character was in the movie. Once you connect this thing to that, then you realize what the plot twist is. So I won't spoil it for you, but just keep that in mind. If you're not an M. Night Shyamalan fan, you've never seen any of his films like me, you won't get it. Another thing that I liked was Kevin's character, played by James McAvoy. Yeah, he's not exactly a bad guy. I would say he's more of a damaged character, because he has kind of a tragic past in a way. If you've seen the film, then you'll know why I would say damaged. And that's another thing I liked. And the flashback sequences, I didn't mind at all. I felt that they were necessary to the film. In the end, Split is going to be exactly what you think it's going to be. And if you're fine with that, then go see Split. From the performances to the characters and other things that I can't really mention, because that goes into spoiler territory. And another issue I had is everyone else kind of felt useless. It could have been anyone, so another issue is that I can't really put too much on these characters is because they're not in the movie that much. But in the end, I'm going to give Split a B+. There's my review for Split. Have you guys seen it? Tell me down below. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And until next time, guys, I'll put out my next review soon.